Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today it's a beautiful spring-ish day, even though we're sitting at the beginning of March. And so Laura, Stella, and I are going to do some reconnaissance around the ranch. We got 5 acres here, mostly wooded, about an acre behind the house, an acre in front, and then tons of wooded properties. So I have a bunch of different trees I've been plotting to Yamadori. Now starting my 5th year of bonsai, I feel like I'm ready. I've done a lot of trees from seed and nursery rescues, things of that nature, and now I feel like it's time. I just didn't want to start digging up trees and potentially kill them before I really knew what I was doing. So I have some trees pruned, some just marked up or eyed out on what I plan on bringing in this year. And so we're going to do some recon, go out, enjoy the warm weather, and get some fresh air for Stella and check that out. But first, I have a package from my broski Gene Sizemore at Gene Sizemore Photography, and he got into bonsai a little bit ago. We've become friends on Instagram and chatted back and forth about trees and military life because he did 20 years in the Army, worked for one of the greatest Marines of all time, one of my idols, General Mad Dog Mattis. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, Gene, we're homies now. We're buddies. So he sent me a package of seeds. I'm really excited to see what's in there because he's done a lot of traveling. And the man's extremely talented with video editing and things of that nature, clearly photography. So if you want to improve your channel and, you want to reach out to him, he's a really good guy. I would find him on Instagram, Gene Sizemore Photography, and just shoot him a message. You know, what's the worst he could say? No, I don't have time for you. But he obviously had time to send me some seeds. So we're going to get those opened and checked out, and then we're going to go take a look around the ranch. So without further ado, that's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. A lot of people think that the Army and the Marines are like rivals or something, but it's really all in good fun. We're all on the same team, doing different jobs, all on the same team. It's like, people in the Army and people in the Marines, we understand that. It's the civilians that like to think that we have a rivalry, and, well, we have no rivalry. Same with Marine Corps and Navy. It's all in good fun. Okay. Well, these are pretty sweet. Oh my gosh, they're from Colombia. So, we got honey locust collected in Colombia, January 2022. How sweet is that? Gene, you the man. So, he actually gave me 4 pouches of these. I'd say there's probably 25 seeds in each. Oh, that's awesome. And then over here we've got honey locust collected in Phoenix, Arizona, February 2022. Now look at the size difference of those seeds. I smell an experiment coming. I'm gonna have to get another cup. Even though there's a total difference in size, I'm gonna want to soak them differently. So I pretty much take the same approach to all of my seeds for germination. Unless it's like a pine or something very easy to grow, I will typically soak it in warm water for 24 to 48 hours, and then I plant them. It usually softens up the coat a little bit, wakes the seed up, in my opinion. All right, so this is from my buddy Gene. Jared, thank you for always being there for me on my journey in bonsai. Sorry this took so long. It's been a horrible couple of months. I'm enclosing 4 bags of Colombian collected honey locust seeds and 1 bag of honey locust seeds from Phoenix, Arizona. Hope they bring you some joy, brother. Oh, man. He's the man. Gene, honestly, it's been my pleasure. I'm no expert by any means, but any help I could have offered you throughout this process is a lot of fun to me as well. Good getting to know you and all my bonsai broskies out there. It's a really good positive addition to life. I'm going to go fill up another glass of this warm water. I'll show you what I do. It's not rocket science. I'm just going to do these 25 of the ones from Colombia, and we'll see how they do with this process. And then I might think about scarifying the other seeds if these don't do so well. So these are great. Pretty much all of them have dropped down to the bottom of the cup, which means they are nice, healthy, viable seeds. If you've heard that term, that's what it means. It means it has potential to grow. So I'm going to get another glass of water and pop these ones from Arizona in there. And I will meet y'all outside, and we'll go tour around the ranch, looking for some, doing some reconnaissance for this year's Yamadori. Stand by. Hey, Stella. You want to go walk around the property? You got a little smile? It would be a record if she actually stays awake. She thinks as soon as she goes in that thing, it's time to sleep. So these are some of the easier ones. These actually just popped up right here. They're babies of the Rose of Sharon, which if you don't know, they kick off purple or pink, white, awesome flowers. So this one is definitely ready. I might do a little forest, I'm not sure. And then I think this one is a hickory, maybe? Yeah, cool. So, let's go look. All my winter rising trees. So coincidentally, 3 of them are in this little area here, underneath this ginormous weeping Norwegian spruce. So in here, see that one, that I believe is a verbenum, and I pruned it nice and hard when I first moved in here over 3 years ago, and then it's just grown wildly since then. You see all these long shoots. So that's one. That's a nice thick one. I believe they have small, like delicate green leaves and maybe kick off some white flowers when they're more mature. I don't have any mature verbenum, so I'm not sure. Here is a red maple. So it's got a decent start to it. I like it. I'll probably cut it down to like right here, maybe even lower, and bring that bad boy in. And then just behind it, slightly bigger maple, see, tall and stringy, and there's the trunk. So I figure these 3 trees deserve some justice, some respect. They're totally blocked out by this ginormous, amazing Norwegian spruce. So in that case, I'd like to get them out of there and develop them further. If they were in their own area and already looking amazing, I think it's just ignorant to dig up a perfectly good tree to put it in a pot. So that's my philosophy on the whole Yamadori. Let's keep looking. These guys haven't been laying at all. It's almost spring. Start laying. So while I have you here, this area here, I really let the wildflowers grow up crazy to give them some blockage from sun and predators last year. I mean, this is fine mesh, but I'd rather the predators not even be able to see them, let alone, get to them. So with that being said, I want to do another raised tree bed. I have like 50 white spruce in this one. So with that concept, I would like to kind of build off of this and just do like a pallet's width, so maybe 4 feet out, and then all the way down to where Laura is to the end of the coop, because I have an emergency coop in there. It's kind of blocked off from when we had younger chickens, but now that they're all mingled up, there's no sense in having 2 coops. So I have a bunch of pallets and wood in there that I could repurpose for something I need. So I'm going to, in a future video, be building that up, probably filling it with cardboard and some of these leaves for compost. And then I'll get a huge delivery of topsoil in. So this is our fruit and veggie gardens. Obviously dormant for the winter, and across the back are probably 250 more of those white spruce. Where are they going? The pond's still frozen over. All right, so it's starting to rain. So Stella and Laura headed inside, and I'm just huddled up under my ginormous Connecticut pines. See, my mulch pile is down to basically nothing. That'll be good for like topping off some areas this year. A workout tire sledgehammer. You're like, yeah, I don't care. We came for the trees. So in there are a bunch of maple babies that I'll probably be taking out and checking out. This is a viburnum. Or verbenum. There's viburnum and there's verbenum. I have them both on the property. So see all these little seedlings here standing up. All right, they all have potential. But let me show you something special that I found the other day. All right, so just about to cross the street. This is actually open land. I don't believe anybody, but maybe the state or city owns it. So that's nice because nobody can build across from me. But let me show you the tree that I found. Absolutely insane pine tree. I think that it was like chopped down when it was younger and it just adapted, overcame, and grew back. So the base of the trunk, it's I can't even do it justice with words. So just wait about 12 seconds and I'll be there. Okay, here it is. Look at that trunk. Oh, gnarly. So it looks like it was cut off here and then it grew. Boom, 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 boom. It's exactly 6 feet tall with me. Exactly. So I believe this branch is dead. Maybe that branch is dead. But the trunk is insanity. And actually, it closed up over like another branch. This is like a dead stick. See? Anyways, I'm in love with it. Just found it. And coincidentally, next to it is a very, very cool irregular upright oak. So you see some oak leaves dried up. So this one I would probably take to here, make that a little bit taller. Bonsai. I don't know. If we could get them both out, that would be very encouraging. My broski Boston Bonsai idiot, Colin, we have tentative plans to get together for a Yamadori day, but he has like 7 million kids and a really important job and lives a few hours away, and you know, I don't really leave the ranch that much, so the chance of me going up to him is not happening. But it would be great if he could get down here. All right, so last thing before I let you go. So these are for Cynthia. And if you don't know what Forsythia is, it's very fast growing, hardy. Like they usually have them like hedges here in the US or property dividers or blinds. And they kick off these amazing little yellow flowers. And that's actually coming soon. That's when you know spring's coming, because these open first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be propagating hundreds and hundreds of these. But you have to wait until they flower and then start to leaf out to do that. So I've done my research on that. However, in here, a whole bunch of them have just volunteered themselves. And so I went online and I looked up Forsythia Bonsai, and Peter Chan has some, and there's some really cool ones online. So I was thinking, since they do so well to a hard prune and things like that, And I've heard they're easy to propagate, that they would be great, great hardy flowering bonsai. So here's another one. I just rough chopped it the other day up top. I was in here getting some cuttings just for some clients. They like to put them in vases in the house, and then they open up and give them some pops of color before spring. So you see, it's a crazy maze of this tree in here. And it was probably 2 or 3 little ones that were planted originally, and then it just went wild. I mean, they're even growing up into these spruce. All right, before I make you dizzy, let's get out of here, out of the rain. Spring is near, y'all. We've almost made it. So next week, I think we change our clocks. Yep, we spring forward, and then it's only a matter of time. So hope you got all your plans in order for this coming grow season. I know that I think I have a good plan, but it's probably gonna blow up in my face and I'll just be running around like a madman. But that's a good problem to have. Too many trees and plants, that's a beautiful thing. So I'm not gonna be complaining. So much more to come from the ranch, as you can see. I'm Jared Paul. I don't have much more else to say. Thanks again to my broski Gene. Really cool seeds. I believe his wife and family are from Colombia, and he went visiting there. So it's even cooler knowing they came directly from there, and I didn't just order them online. So thanks, buddy. And to everybody else, from my family to yours, cheers.